I want to talk about light as a wave. Here I have a couple of different demonstrations to illustrate the properties of waves. Both light and sound have wave properties. Let me show you that with sound. What I have here are some different tuning forks. They have different heights here, and I'm going to strike them, and one property of a wave is frequency. For sound, we sometimes call that as pitch. And so as I strike the different ones, I'm going to get a different pitch. Here's one. Not be able to hear that very well. And the last one might be the easiest one to pick up. It's sort of the loudest. It's different tones, right? And so waves have properties of wavelength and also frequency, and the combination gives a wave speed. We've all heard about the sound of speed. If you see lightning and count off seconds and then hear thunder, you can figure out how far away the lightning strike was because of the speed of sound in air. Well, the speed of light is at the speed of light in vacuum, and that works for all the different colors. So that was sound. Sound is a wave, different pitches or different frequencies, and we have these wavelengths. And the picture to have in mind for light as a wave are kind of like water waves, right? You can have big amplitude, big waves. They can be coming fast into the shore, say. They can be large waves. They can be short, choppy waves. So those properties of wavelength, frequency, and wave speed, those all also carry over to light. One of the things that Newton showed with light is the primacy of a color. Red was a particular color, blue is a particular color. They have a specific wavelength and frequency. In fact, wavelength and frequency is a way that we quantify different kinds of colors. But he also showed that you can combine these fundamental colors to get different kinds of shades. We all kind of know about this from a long time ago with kids and all that kind of thing, how you can make purple, how you can make brown, colors like brown. Those are not prime colors, they're combinations. And one of the things he showed was that if you were to combine a bunch of prime colors, that you could simulate white light. White light is constituted of a variety of colors. I'm going to illustrate that here by spinning this color wheel. As I go faster and faster, the individual colors seem to go away, and you get pretty close to white. It's a little bit of a pale yellow, but you don't see the distinct red or blue or those kinds of things. If I stop spinning it, all those colors are there. And now another aspect of wave properties is this business having to do with electromagnetism. One way that we describe light as an electromagnetic wave. And this wave, this water wave concept, right, this up and down, well, light waves, they can have that kind of wave oriented in all kinds of aspects in space. And so in this room we have light fixtures, they're putting out light, and those electromagnetic waves are coming out like water waves, but in all different kinds of orientations. So to sort of illustrate how that works, these essentially look like a pair of oversized sunglass lenses, right? It's like I could put them here and make these huge sunglasses or something like that. But these are actually polarized. And when you shop for sunglasses, sometimes you'll go for the polarized ones. Why is that? Well, they cut down on glare from sunlight coming off the road. And how do they do that? How do they know about when to cut out glare and when not to? So if you just have shades, no matter how I orient it, it looks like a dark pair of sunglasses. That's fine. But when they're polarized, that's like a picket fence. And the picket fence will let waves of certain orientations through, but not others. They'll let waves go through this direction, but waves that are kind of moving back and forth like this can't make it through the picket fence, right? So, to illustrate that, here I've got these two polarized films. No matter how I rotate them, it's kind of the same, they look like the same shade. But if I put one in front of the other, it acts like a picket fence. It lets through one kind of light, and then that particular orientation of the wave has to pass through the other one. So if I rotate one picket fence with respect to the other, you probably can't see my face right now. I can't see the camera. So depending on the orientation, it may cut out more or less light, depending on how the picket fences are in relation to another. When you buy polarized sunglasses, the picket fences are like this because the glare coming off the road are waves that are going left and right. And so that's how it cuts down on glare. And it's an illustration of light as a wave.